Welcome to it.
Hey, Cloudy.
How you doing,
buddy?
Welcome to the 3BeerPod.
How are you?
Season 3, Episode 7, ready to go. I'm doing really well. I am out of quarantine in 5 hours. 5 hours.
Where are you going?
Everywhere.
Straight to Taco Bell.
Everywhere and anywhere. Tomorrow's my day. One
Nice.
thing I've thought about during quarantine is what they should do. So I got a note about a week and a half ago that said, listen, you may have been in contact. You have to stay home. You can't leave. I wish they gave you like 24 hours to get stuff done, or even 12 hours. You
Like
get
just
12 hours.
Gather a bunch of stuff.
Yep.
So you got something to do.
Do what you need to do. You got 12 hours, then don't leave the house.
Right.
That would be
You wanted
best.
some like Sudoku puzzles? Is that what you're missing?
So much stuff I could have used and would have needed, but yeah, it's like, no, you can't leave the house from this point on. Go.
You made it though, buddy.
I know.
You made it. I'm proud of you. I'm
looking forward to it. I should say thank you because you've dropped off food a number of times. It's like someone died. I hope to God nobody ever goes through anyone in the family dying. But when that happens, friends and family drop off food and meals all the time. So this is what it's been like because you've dropped off meals 3 times.
Dropped off miscellaneous smoked meats.
Yeah. Yep.
So I enjoy the Traeger and firing up the. I'm not allowed to go to the meat store anymore though, because every time I go, I'm just like, I bet you I could smoke this, fill up the grill for no reason, and then I really just have to pass it off because there's no one that can eat that much meat in the weekend. So you're welcome. It's good smoked meats.
I got to say thanks to your mom too. Mama Reeks stopped off with some chocolate chip cookies. I usually get those once a year, but since there was no ball season this year,
no Dover
did on that stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, Mom's watching right now, so thanks, Mom.
Yeah, thank you. All right, Tim, we're going to do something a little different. We got some stuff coming up tonight that we want to get to, but we have got a guest with us from Collective Arts Brewing in Hamilton, Ontario. We're excited to talk to Ryan here tonight from Collective Arts, but usually we start off the show with Whatcha, Drinkin, Pod, but to do this tonight, we're going to pull in Ryan here right now. Ryan from Collective Arts. Hey, Ryan, how you doing, man?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Very good, very good. So we start off the show with Whatcha, Drinkin, Bud, and we usually pick 3 beers that we then drink throughout the broadcast. But since you're here tonight, we thought we'd do this a little differently. So we picked up one of these today. These are hard to find, eh, Tim?
Yeah, it wasn't. I had to go to a second liquor store to get this one. I was excited when I found it, though. Good stuff.
Nice. Good work.
So since unboxing videos are pretty darn popular on YouTube, we thought we'd do an unboxing. So I'm going to open it up first. I'll start, and then what we'll do, we'll each take a 3 out of the box. We'll get to choose, and then we'll try all 6 throughout the show tonight. So we'll start. Tim, where did you pick these up? Which liquor store?
I picked these up on the north side, the old St. Clair liquor store.
There you go, Vic 6 from Collective Arts. So I'm going to pull out the first 3, and then we can get to Ryan to explain what these are all about. So Ryan, here, let's talk about this one first. This one to pull out here is the what is this? What is this one? The Tangina Stone?
No, that's our audio visual lager.
What am I looking at here?
You're looking at the artist who's actually a musician. The audio visual lager pretty much promotes musicians solely. As you'll notice, a lot of our cans, they have a lot of different kind of artists. With our lager, we tend to stick directly with musicians. So that is one of the artists who we're promoting on our cans. So it's actually a rice lager is a style of beer. So it's nice, light, refreshing, kind of an everyday lager. Sure.
Timmer, you want to pull out one there? Ryan, tell us about it.
Yeah, this one is one of my favorite. I'm not going to lie. This is Ransack the Universe.
Yes.
Yeah, that's our flagship West Coast IPA we've been making for years. So that's a big hoppy, classical American style IPA. So
yeah, I'm drinking that one, buddy.
You're going to call that one. All right, I'm going to pull one out here. This is the Rhyme and Reason. Tell us about this one, Ryan. Rhyme and Reason.
Rhyme and Reason is actually the first beer we ever made at Collective Arts. It's a pale ale, kind of on the stronger side. We've called it an extra pale ale in the past, so it's a little stronger ABV than a typical pale ale, but again, nice and classical American West Coast style hoppy pale ale.
Cool. Timmer, what's next for you, bud?
Oh, buddy, I'm picking the high end. This is good. I got Hazy State. Delicious.
The Hazy State's one of our newer beers. It's a New England style, low ABV, hazy, really easy drinking, only 4% ABV. So kind of one of those beers you can have a couple of and not feel it too much.
Delicious.
Timber, did you jam up the mash yet? Have you pulled this one out yet?
No, you can have that one, buddy.
All right, this is one of my favorites. Tell us about this one, Ryan.
Jam Up the Mash, that's kind of our flagship sour beer. And we also we hit it with a lot of hops. So it's a hoppy kind of pale ale, sour pale ale, 5.2%, but really hoppy, really flavorful, really refreshing because it's a sour.
Good stuff. Timber, we got one more to pull out, don't we?
I got the last one, yeah. Life in the Clouds.
Life in the Clouds. That's kind of our flagship New England IPA. Kind of the brother of Ransack the Universe. They're kind of our two biggest beers. As everyone knows, everyone loves IPAs.
I do. I'm in.
Very cool.
I'm going to start with that one, buddy. I'm going Life in the Clouds.
Very nice. Get it in yet. Ryan, it's kind of neat. We do this every week, and we do Whatcha Drinkin, Bud, and we pick 3 beers. But to actually have the brewmaster on with us to explain them, I think that's pretty neat to have with us. We have, for 3 seasons now, Collective Arts is usually at the top of our list of beers we choose. How long have you been with Collective Arts now?
I've been with the company since the beginning. Definitely been there since before day one. So we're just past 7 years this September. So it's been a wild ride. It's kind of been over in a flash too. So it's never a dull moment.
Well, that's good that you're there from the beginning, because we were talking about that before you got on. Is how long you've been with them. I lived in Hamilton for about 2 years. You guys weren't around. It was well before Collective Arts. So, can you tell us how it started and the beginnings of Collective Arts? Give us a little background on it.
Yeah, it started with Matt and Bob, who are the 2 founders. They kind of found me while I was working at Nickelbrook in Burlington. And they had the dream to start the company. And then it kind of worked out that we could start brewing with us at Nickelbrook at the time. And then because the growth of Collective Arts in Nickelbrook, we quickly outgrew the Burlington space. So that's what spurred the looking to expand. And that's why we built the Hamilton location 5.5 years ago now. We opened, so. It was just moving to Hamilton was obviously Hamilton's a great town. It's quickly evolving and changing, and it just fits kind of Collective Arts and what we do. So it was a perfect fit, and moved into the old Lakeport space. Gave us a lot of room to grow. After a while, Nickelbrook moved on from the facility, and then it's been solely Collective Arts ever since.
You said you moved into the Lakeport spot. It's not a small operation you guys have there. How much beer are you guys pumping out, say weekly or monthly from that location?
I mean, it changes month to month and week to week, depending on the time of year. Beer's pretty seasonal. It's easier to tell, I guess, as a year. We're probably gonna do, I think I call these things hectoliters. So we're probably gonna do 60,000 plus hectoliters out of that space this year. A hectoliter is about 100 liters for anyone who's wondering on the math.
That's a lot of beer.
Yeah, that's a lot of beer. We wish we could produce more there, to be honest. We have to produce our American, most of the beer that we sell in the US is actually made at a partner brewery in the US for us. So we actually can't make all of the beer we need to make out of our Hamilton facility.
It's not a bad problem to have.
Depends who you ask.
I didn't know you sold down in the U.S. Maybe I missed that altogether. I did. How's that work?
I mean, it works fine. You can either ship the beer down if we make it in Hamilton, or you find a partner brewery to make it for you, and then every state is different. Like every province is different, and you usually have to sell through a distributor. It's the rules in most U.S. states, and you just make partnerships with the distributors, and then technically the beer is sold through them into whatever grocery chain or whatever market rules dictate how it's sold.
Yeah. Where are you from? The Hamilton area, Ryan?
No, I grew up around Kingston, actually. I moved down to Guelph to go to university, and then I've been this end of the province ever since. So.
For those that haven't spent any time in Hamilton, it gets a bad rap because you drive through, you see the ugly parts, and you're like, oh, what a dump. But you spend time in Hamilton, it is one of the coolest cities in Ontario. And it's got a real cool scene. And I know 13 years ago when I lived there, it was really starting to take off. And here in the last few years, it's really taken off. It's a really cool scene, a really cool place to be.
Yeah, it's totally changed. I mean, it's still got its charming aspects. And I don't think Hamilton would be the same without it. So, but I mean, there's been so much influx of new people, younger people. I mean, the housing used to be affordable. Hamilton's had the craziest, I think it's been higher growth year on year over like Toronto even. So, I mean, people worry about a bubble, but even with COVID, a lot of people are looking to get out of Toronto. So Hamilton's been a refuge too. So the real estate market around here has been insane. But I mean, pre-COVID, the restaurant and bar scene was really booming. Lots of new, really cool places to go hang out. And that obviously is like a self-fulfilling kind of thing. Like once you build it, everyone wants to come, right? So it really just changed the vibe of the city. So hopefully we can get past COVID and the city keeps moving forward. But I mean, everyone that I know and I've talked to and like the small businesses seem to band together, but obviously this winter is going to be pretty challenging. So hopefully everyone makes through it as best as possible.
Is Hess Village still a thing?
It's a thing.
I'm dating myself. Yeah.
I mean, it used to be a big thing for the math kids. I mean, it's still there and there's still some cool places there. It's not really the trendiest area part of town now, but I mean, it's still a walking bar, restaurant kind of strip. So
no, it's really cool.
I hope it all, again, like I hope it kind of makes it through this COVID thing, but.
Yeah, for sure. There's some cool bands too, some great music scene. So the one thing when you talk about Collective Arts is you've got to talk about the artwork on the cans. Like every one of them is a piece of art. So where does that come from?
I mean, the idea is the brainchild of Matt and Bob, the founders. Like they came up with the concept of fusing the creative world of art and the creative world of beer making, and now we do ciders and spirits and ever evolving. But it was their brainchild. They're both like Bob is a visual artist in branding, and that's what he's done for the last 30 plus years. So that just came natural to him. And Matt I always had the same affinity to the art world, so it was just their natural space that they wanted to go, and this is what they thought would differentiate themselves. And nowadays, there's lots of people doing really cool art on their packaging in the beer world. But back when we started, it was pretty new and unique. So we really stood out there for the first few years. Obviously, like I said, there's a lot of people doing cool stuff now. But I think the biggest thing that we do is change it up a lot. And we do a lot of different art. And we've been doing a lot of different art since the beginning. We're over thousands of pieces from, I can't even remember the amount of countries that we've had submissions from. So it's pretty cool that it's very global. It's not just, I mean, it's great to have your local artists and be involved in your artwork, but we like the fact that we can be very global and be a kind of a global brand that way without actually like
Tim, I know you
dominate the world.
You have a question there, but you're just talking about global. And let's go back up. Corey had a question, and he asked when we were talking about you down in selling down in the U.S., are you selling the exact same beers, or are they especially tailored to the U.S. markets?
Pretty much always the same. There's been I can't even think of an instance where we've brewed something down there that we haven't up here. Maybe it's a collaboration with a different brewery down there, but we are in the process. COVID has slowed the process down of opening a space in Brooklyn, New York. So we're going to have a little small brewery down there, which, knock on wood, will open early next year, which is going to be a year and a half behind schedule. But so that'll like help us expand our US presence, and we'll have different products made down there that wouldn't have been made in Canada. But typically everything's been made in Canada that's ever been produced in the US.
Very interesting.
The transition to recent transition to you guys making spirits and gin and sparkling hard tea, was that always kind of the plan, or how did that transition happen from the beer to those spirits?
Yeah, it's actually always been our plan. We didn't really know how long it would take to roll out. We actually had a still in sight 4 or 5 years ago, trying to get one set up in Hamilton, and the rules, the fire code is pretty strict around here, so it never happened. The funny thing is, my right hand man at the company is Matt Howell, who I went to university with. We were roommates. He's our distiller and cider maker, and we both went to brewing school, and he did distilling. So we've been with the company since the start, and we've always had the same creative energy. So yeah, cider and distilling and all of that has been with the company since the beginning. It just took a lot longer to get the spirit, especially the spirit side, to roll out.
Ryan's the brewmaster at Collective Arts, joining us on episode 7 of the 3BeerPod. You mentioned going to work on a location in Brooklyn, but just announced a location in Toronto. When is that expected to open up?
It's open. The retail shop is open. The retail shop is open right now. So it's been open for the last couple of weeks. We have just started brewing there as of this week, and I've been spending a lot of time there. I just got back like an hour ago. So we're kind of rushing to get our first brews in this week. So the first beers packaged from Toronto will probably be available end of November. So that's kind of our target right now. So yeah, that's been exciting to finally get it's been a long time coming. Again, we've been looking to do something in Toronto for quite a while, and it eventually, finally the stars aligned and we made it happen. But yeah, you can, if you're in Toronto, it's Dundas and Bathurst area. If you're in the area, you can stop by and grab any of our products for takeaway. You can also, we do have a patio for outdoor seating to kind of get around the COVID situation, but that's where our currently we will be open for indoor seating when COVID allows in the future.
That seriously sounds like you've got some big things happening with Collective Arts and really exploding. And seems like COVID's kind of put a little damper on a few things, but just pushing on, eh?
Yeah, I think it's definitely it's Collective Arts in a nutshell. Yeah. We're an ideas company, and we don't hesitate to do new things. We're entering the cannabis beverage space. Wow. We are starting to produce our products within the next week. At a co-packer in Windsor. I'm actually headed there tomorrow. So it's a much slower process with the cannabis rules and regulations, getting through all the Health Canada red tape. But hopefully by the end of the year, early next year, we should have products on the shelves in Canada for cannabis products. And we also just started doing some CBD only cannabis products in the US. But they're available because they're hemp-based CBD. They're available on the online shop. So yeah, wow. just to kind of, yeah, we're starting to do coffee. We have friends who are coffee roasters, and we're producing our own coffee roasts, and who knows, down the road we might get them into beverage form, but first things first.
I have a feeling if I said electric cars, you'd be like, yeah, we're into electric cars too. Yeah, we're doing that. Yeah, we're going to do that. That's pretty wild. That's some pretty wild stuff. Tim, I don't know. Did you have more, Tim?
Yeah, I wanted to know what's the next big trend in beer, Ryan? It seems like everyone kind of jumps on board and everyone does, the same style. I mean, and then, like, what's the next one coming out that's going to be the next big trend here?
I mean, it's not really beer, but the malted beer alternative beverages like our teas and things like that. They're the things taking the world on storm right now. I wish I had a good answer on beer, like a typical beer. I think right. I mean IPAs are here to stay. I mean, everyone wants to believe that lagers have made a decent sized comeback, and I think as I know brewers definitely gravitate towards the lagers, making really good, finely made, easy drinking lagers. Whether the consumer as a whole are going to want to jump on board that trend, we'll see. But I think with COVID, it's really hard to guess where the world's going to be in the next 6 to 12 months.
That's a fair answer. We also like to ask brewers when we've had them on, what are you drinking when you're not drinking Collective Arts? What other breweries do you like? What other stuff do you like to pick up?
I mean, I have a lot of friends in the industry, so we're always trading beers, and so I mean, there's just so many. I mean, there's so many good breweries, so I don't really have one per se, but I mean, I'm always trying new things, and like, I mean, there's so many good breweries these days. It's pretty hard to guess one because every town and area has a lot of great beer now, so it's pretty hard to just say, hey, that's my go-to.
That's fair. That's fair. It's hard for us to choose. Sometime in episode 31 of this show, I've had enough beers for me to pick out my favorite would be hard too. I get it for sure.
Yeah. No, that's the great thing. There's a lot of great people making great beer out there, so it's a good problem.
Well, Collective Arts is one of them that when we've been picking beers throughout the week, it always seems that we go back to Collective Arts, and sometimes I have to say, okay, I got to choose a different beer this week. But I know a lot of people wanted to hear from you. Ryan, we appreciate it. Big things happening at Collective Arts. Once things really get rolling, we'll have to get you on in a year and update what's going on. But appreciate your time tonight, Ryan.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thanks, Ryan. Take care.
Right, CollectiveArtsBrewing.com. You can find out more in Hamilton. That is the scene up there, Tim. If you ever get the chance to get up that way for running through some of the
Hamilton's got some great breweries. I've been to a few up there. See Darren Ebert, manager of logistics, chimed in on some great breweries. Merritt is one of my favorite that's up there. And Fairweather is up there. I've been to both of those. Those are great breweries making delicious beer. Collective Arts, you can never go wrong. If you're at the liquor store and you're like, I'm not sure what to get tonight, if you grab a Collective Arts, you're never going to go wrong. I could have talked beer with them all night, buddy, but I know you got some stuff that you want.
Well, best looking cans on the shelf, would you say? Best looking cans?
Yeah, and I think that was part of how they stood out at the beginning, right? Like they went for these crazy cans, and I think that's where everyone else kind of followed along the way because you have to stand out on that shelf. Now, especially when I was at the LCBO today, just to pick up that 6-pack, I still cruise the shelves, and it's like, wow, things are starting to pop. So you need something that makes you stand out, and Collective Arts always has.
Well, because we talked about it. It's two different beer drinkers. It's yourself who knows beer and knows exactly what they like. Sometimes I'm just looking for a can that catches my eye, and that's what I grab, and I'll try anything and kind of go from there. But no, that's really cool to have Ryan on tonight from Collective Arts. We appreciate their time. CollectiveArtsBrewing.com to find out more. Timmer, what did we want to go to here? What do we want to go to? I have a little bit of Beer Buzz. I have one story for Beer Buzz this week. We have a couple of things.
Beer Buzz. I'm just trying to figure out what I just poured here. Oh, I got the hazy state right now. Wow, is it good?
Yeah.
Good beer. All right. Sorry, buddy. I was just
jam up the mash. It's one of my faves. One of my faves. All right. What's going on here? So Planters Peanuts has just come up with a new line of beer-flavored peanuts. And they teamed up. So beer nuts, we know beer nuts, right? But they've teamed up with a beer brand. What beer brand would you say would be the worst choice for Planters to team up with? Planters. You think of peanuts, right? They're right up there near the top.
Like, which beer did they choose?
Yeah, which beer company did they work with for their new line of beer nuts?
Some sort of beer that I'm not a fan of?
Yeah, you've got points so far. Yep, points so far.
It's gonna be Anheuser-Busch.
It's not Anheuser-Busch. It is not. It is Natty Light.
Oh, Natty Light.
Planters and Natural Light have gotten together for a new
I can see that.
beer nut. So that is available now. They taste like this is from the reviews, okay? The peanuts mostly just taste like sugar. It's an overwhelming flavor.
Well done, Planters.
Yes.
Really crushed the market. Tastes like sugar. Great. Thanks, guys.
What's it taste like? Tastes like sugar. All right, Timmer, did you have anything for Beer Buzz? Sorry, bud.
No, I'm good. Actually, no. Collective Arts released IPA 15, and I forgot to ask them about IPA 15.
Oh, yeah.
But IPA 15 apparently is the same as IPA number 5. But IPA number 5 was so popular, there was like a campaign to bring back IPA 5. So IPA 5 is the same as IPA 15 is the same as 5. So go check it out. That was Denny from Red Barn.
Yes.
Jumped in and said IPA 15 is good stuff. I didn't see it there today, but I might order some now because it sounds delicious.
Well, if you go to the Canadian Beer News, they've got four articles in the last week of releases from Collective Arts. Like they're a big shop.
For
They're
sure.
spitting beers out.
But you know what's good about them is, and again, a lot of people will be like, oh, too much hops. They make audiovisual lager, which is dynamite. Didn't you have one of those?
Yeah, I'm gonna crack that open right now. I was just trying to figure out what I was gonna drink. Let me try that.
So good, man. It's so good. And anyone can drink that one. It's just a delicious, easy drinking audiovisual lager. And they come in 6-packs. I got a 6-pack at Sobeys. That's what I dropped off with your smoked meats. Dropped some off to Corey Barr, who was also in quarantine. A couple audiovisual and some smoked chicken wings for Corey Barr.
Not anyone can drink it, Tim. Let's just make sure.
I think so.
Well, 19 and older.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, drink responsibly, folks.
Not for children. Not for children.
Not for children.
Timmer, we're going to play a game here. We're going to play a game we call High-Low Cameo. So I still have not heard back from the people at Cameo as I tried to set up my account and make a little side hustle money.
They haven't got back to you?
No. I don't know what's going on.
So we kind of helped out with the Festival of Giving a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And we had some cameos to thank our sponsors for Festival of Giving. And I think that's kind of where you got the idea for, right? So you thought you could get some side hustle by being on Cameo.
Why not? There's good money to be made on the Cameo, right? So Cameo, if you don't know what it is, you go to Cameo, you go to cameo.com, and I think it's cameo.com. You Googled Cameo. Go to Cameo, and you can see all these celebrities have posted. So you would see a headshot of me, and then you click on me, you send me what you want me to say, and I say, hi, guys, it's Chris from the 3BeerPod. I'd like to wish Tim Regan a very happy birthday. Keep drinking, Tim. Cheers. $750 in my bank account.
Not good, very aggressive.
Why not?
75. 75.
Well, let's see how you do in the game. So High-Low Cameo. I'm going to tell you the celebrity. I will give you a price. You have to tell me, is it higher or lower than the actual retail price? Are you ready, Tim, to play High-Low Cameo?
I am ready for High-Low Cameo. Here we go.
Wrestler Mick Foley. I'm going to tell you, it's $80 for a cameo from wrestler Mick Foley. $80.
Foley, a wrestling legend known for his antics in the ring.
Yep.
It's got to be higher than $80. I'm going to say he's at least 100. He's hot. That's higher. It's higher.
Tim, you're going to get $1,000 for being right.
Yes!
$100.
Nice.
Mick Foley. Mick Foley, you're right.
Got it.
All right.
Solid.
Number 2 on High-Low Cameo. Number 2, artist and host Mark McGrath of the band Sugar Ray. Every morning when I wake up, every morning, some like extra or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So
Gotcha.
I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
Mark McGrath.
Yeah.
It's $110. Mark McGrath, $110. High-Low Cameo, higher, lower, actual retail price.
What year did that song come out?
Every morning.
We should do some sort of karaoke in the future. I think our audience would love that. $110.
$110, what I'm saying.
I think he is in need of some cash. Looking for some quick flow, the easy flip on the Cameo. I'm going lower. He's lower.
Tim, you are wrong.
What?
You're wrong. What did I say?
110.
No. It's 85. You're right. You're right.
Yes.
All right.
I was gonna say.
2 for 2. 2 for 2.
What are you talking about, man?
2 for 2.
He just wanted a quick buck.
1999 is when every morning.
1989? No, 1999. Oh, yeah. Untrammeled hearing I have here.
All right. Up next on High-Low Cameo, Tim, Canadian comedian from Whose Line Is It Anyway? From the Philadelphia cream cheese commercials, Colin Mockery. Colin Mockery. $50. $50.
Oh.
Higher or lower? High-Low Cameo.
See, it's a tough one because it's really American people that are more of an American site. Colin Mockery. Although, Whose Line Is It Anyway? Pretty popular show.
Around the world, Tim. Around the world.
He's got to charge more than $50. Has to. He's worth it.
You are correct.
God.
$100.
Yes.
$100.
Totally worth it. You know who would like a cameo from Colin Mockery? My wife. She absolutely hates.
Don't say anything
Absolutely hates that show. I don't
else.
know
Say
why.
nothing else.
We'll make it happen.
We'll make it
That's
happen.
part of our sponsored Christmas show.
All right, here's one. PJ golfer John Daly. PJ golfer John Daly.
Tough one.
$500. High-low cameo. $500.
John Daly has a bit of a cult following.
He does. That he does.
And
Yep.
he's a bit of a gambler.
Yep.
So he needs some high stakes cash.
Yep.
He needs the dough, and he's going to make people pay for it. He's higher than $500.
You are perfect once again. $750.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen John Daly's bus? It'd take that much to fill it up with gas. The guy lives on that bus because he lost everything else, I think. That might not be the full story, but I think that's what happened.
He had it at the Trump rally a couple weeks ago. No, the debate a couple weeks ago.
John Daly was at the debate?
Yeah, he's a Trump guy. I know. You look at him and you go,
Really? Didn't see that coming.
Weird. You're not. I thought you were a Biden guy. No. All right, last one, Tim, for a perfect round and the first ever round of high-low cameo.
I'm nervous now, buddy.
The apple of our eye as teenage boys. Alyssa Milano.
Alyssa Milano.
Alyssa Milano.
Okay.
Alyssa Milano. I'm going to say Alyssa. $150. $150.
Alyssa Milano.
Now this could be a perfect ever round of high-low cameo.
Alyssa Milano has been pretty active lately on Twitter with her political commentary.
That's where I go for political commentary is Alyssa Milano.
Oh, she is number one source. I'm gonna. How much did you say? 150.
150. High-low cameo.
I'm gonna say Who's the Boss is worth more than that. She's going higher than 150 on cameo.
Tim Regan, you are perfect in the first ever round of high-low cameo.
Yes, Russian cameos.
250. 250.
250 for Alyssa Milano. How much would you? How much were you charging?
Well,
what were you going to charge?
So if you look at it this way, Mark McGrath is $85. He was the cheapest one today. We would have spent almost $1,300 to get all 5 of these.
Wow.
McGrath is 85.
Okay.
I think I could get $15.
15. God, I hope you get on there. I hope you do.
Say this. Hi, Tim. It's Chris McLeod from the 3BeerPod. Miss ya. Need you help drink a beer? Say hi to your sweet wife and your daughter for me. Be good. Cheers.
That was $75?
Ching ching. No, $15, man.
Oh, $15. All right. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Look at your
That's good.
bill in the mail. Bill in the mail for that one. I like that. That's high-low cameo. We'll have to do that again. I do enjoy that.
Yeah, we will. I enjoy cameo. We need to get one. I think we need to get one on the podcast. We're gonna have to talk to manager of logistics, Darren Eber, see if he can help us out.
This is the thing, Tim. It's not just something you decide to do. They have to welcome you in. So, but we could do personal ones if you get a hold of the 3BeerPod.
Yeah. You let us know. We'll hook you up. We'll do a couple for free, pro bono.
Nope. Half price. We don't do anything for free.
Wow, we got to get our name out there.
Fine.
First one to message us in Facebook, we'll give you a free cameo appearance. $15 for you.
Oh boy.
We'll give you a free appearance. Hey buddy, I think something's been going unnoticed here today, and that is your mustache.
Oh, hey, bum, 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 bum. It is Movember, and this is the one-day appearance of the mustache.
You're going to get rid of it after this?
Well, I'm coming out of quarantine tomorrow, so I'm going to see people. But I will be wearing a mask.
Right.
So
This is the best year to do it.
that
And
is
then you
true.
Pop it off at the end of November and be like, look what I was doing, guys.
Yeah. So Movember is here, and for the month of November, you can go to Movember.com. You can grow yourself a mustache and donate to the causes for men's health. And in recent years, the Movember movement has been all about mental health for men as well. The suicide rates for men are going up through the roof. So, guys, I don't know, Tim, man to man here, we don't like to talk about our feelings, right? We don't.
Today's the day?
Well, not today.
Oh.
But-
Okay,
But-
good. I wasn't prepared for that.
But this month, guys, there's someone to talk to. If you're looking for someone to talk to, Movember brings attention to that, and that's what they're doing. Of course, testicular cancer, prostate cancer, and then mental health. So a bunch of things that they work on for Movember. I just read the Movember movement started in Australia. That's where it launched, and then Canada jumped on board, and now it's around the world. But those are the big ones, the big countries. $837 million has been raised with the Movember movement. So Movember.com. You can go online. So during the month of Movember on the pod, we are going to choose our Mo's of the week. Okay.
We need a voiceover guy.
Well, if we were paying him a little more on the cameo, he would have did a little
Fair
more work
enough.
in there. So Tim, did you want to start or do you want me to start here?
No, you go first, buddy.
All right. So my Movember choice for the Mo of the week, the first one of the pod is going to be Harold Schneps, former captain of the Vancouver Canucks. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at this guy.
That's a full package right there. I think the jersey helps too, right? Like the whole thing going on there. The hair, solid stash, eyebrows are on point too.
Yeah.
Like
Now
he's
here's
got
the thing.
everything going.
Harold played for a bunch of teams in the NHL, maybe famously for the Vancouver Canucks, where he was a captain. There he is right there. But look at him through the years. Here he is.
Didn't let it go.
No, that stash.
Got a little thin on top, but that stash got bigger.
The old
That's
scoop straight.
impressive.
I can't see you, Tim. Where are you? There you go. Other way.
Oh,
Other way.
okay.
There you go. There you go. All right. And then
Hair?
here he is, Harold Schneps, playing for the Detroit Red Wings.
Did he grow more hair?
Well, I don't know the timeline here. I should have probably checked a hockey
Okay.
TV here. So
Okay, that's younger.
I
Got
think
it.
this is the timeline. I think it's there. Boom.
Okay.
Boom. Boom.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like,
I was
I
confused.
think. Okay. Somebody
Or
can
he got a
correct us.
big contract, and then he just got some plugs.
Got some plugs in.
Maybe that's a wig. I don't know.
Legendary.
All along, the stash is legit.
Yeah. Change the jersey. Change the haircut. Keep the soup strainer. There he goes. Harold Schneps, my Mo of the week.
Solid.
Timmer, introduce your Mo of the week.
My my Mo of the week goes back to childhood. The first experience with seeing just a badass mustache. One of the childhood heroes, I think that everyone could relate to.
Yep.
You want to pop them up there?
Oh, I guess we're okay. There you go.
Yes. The Hulkster.
Yeah.
Again, a solid handlebar mustache. It actually got better throughout the years, but I was more into Hulk when I was 6 than when I'm 40. So that's why I chose the younger, pretty buff Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Shirtless, obviously.
Oh yeah.
And
Didn't even own a shirt in those days.
no, and Hulk owned the mustache the whole time. And it got a little thin up top, kept it going long at the back the whole time, and always had a solid stash. So that's my Mo of the week this week.
Mo of the week. Tim, one thing I noticed here. So your Mo of the week is Terry here, aka Hulk Hogan.
Right.
Well, what do you see similar to my Mo of the week, Harold Schneps? They both had the same haircut.
Right. Solid haircut.
Yeah.
That's,
You know what it was? It's a distraction technique.
the stash is a distraction technique?
Yeah. Pull away from your
Right.
receding hairline, right? Like, look at this.
See, we're giving tips to guys tonight too. You're getting a little thin? Just grow a sweet mustache.
Yeah. Got a skullet going on? Grow a stash.
I do know some solid skullets out there that are lacking the stash, and hopefully this has inspired you to grow one.
We're here for you. We're here for men. It is their Mo of the Week. Remember, Movember.com. Timmer, we didn't thank our sponsors off the top, which we should do. We should get it out there and thank them as they support us each and every week. Want to say thank you to Shauna at the Health House. And she'll be getting a big thank you from Colin Mockery here real soon.
And our friend Chris McLeod, hot off quarantine. This guy is ready to sell some houses. He's been locked up for 2 straight weeks. If you're looking to buy or sell a house, this is the guy to do it. He's been resting for 2 weeks so he can sell some houses.
I'm buzzing.
I'm buzzing. Ready to roll. Give him a call over at Realty House. And good friends at the Pakistani Super League. Wow, great season going on over there. We're looking for the season wrap up soon. Good highlight packages coming your way. Looking forward to it.
We want to say thanks to the Pakistan Super League. Don't forget to tune in this weekend where you watch your favorite cricket to see the Molten Sultans take on the Karachi Kings.
Really?
That game starts at 4 a.m.
On the zone.
On the zone.
Who's playing this week?
This week on your Pakistan Super League Game of the Week, the Molten Sultans and the Karachi Kings. Also on the schedule this week, the Lahore Qualanders and the Peshawar Zalmis.
The Lahore team has been slow start, but they're going to finish the season strong. So I suggest tuning into Lahore.
To find all your favorite teams in the Pakistan Super League. Don't forget to find them wherever you watch your favorite cricket. Timmer, thanks for joining us. Oh, hey, we thank again to Ryan over at Collective Arts for joining us here tonight off the top on the 3BeerPod.
Yeah, how awesome is that mixed 6-pack, man? That's I think $20. That's a steal. Go get yourself one of those.
And how about the things they got going on? Like literally, I was like, oh yeah, we're opening another. Like we knew about the one in Toronto. Oh yeah. Brooklyn. I'm going to do that. And
Brooklyn.
Did you know they did down in the U.S.? Did you know they sold?
I didn't know that they were trying to get into that market. I didn't know they're opening in Brooklyn though. That's pretty solid. Yeah. And then Toronto, Brooklyn, Spirits, Cannabis. They got it all going on.
Yeah, busy place. Collective Arts Brewing.
Way busier than us. Way busier than us.
Yes. Hi, I'm Chris. If you need a cameo, you know where to find me. Did you want to get a plug in?
No, I thought that was the ending.
Oh, cheers, Taylor. See you, buddy.
See ya.